If you grew up in the 90s like myself, then chances are you probably watched Rugrats on Nickelodeon. And when I found out Rugrats had a video game on the Nintendo Switch, you knew we just had to try it. Hey guys, Vampire20 back again, and today we're going to be taking a look at Rugrats Adventures in Gameland on the Nintendo Switch. As you can see right away, you have a couple of different options here. You can play in HD mode, or you can switch it over to 8-bit mode. So there's two different versions of this game. It's really cool how you can switch it back and forth. Look at the music here, and then look at the music here. It's crazy. What a transformation. Now, you do need to know that if you do choose to play in HD mode, you have to play in HD mode the entire time. And if you choose to play in 8-bit mode, you're going to play the entire game in 8-bit mode. You can't switch back and forth on the fly like in the middle of the game, which is kind of a bummer. I wish you could do that, but it is cool to play through the game through these different modes so you can see the differences. So let's go ahead and start up in modern HD, and let's go ahead and start a new save file here. Type in your name, and let's get going. So you got different difficulties here. You got baby mode, which is the normal difficulty where you can manage your health by swapping through the babies. You got newborn, which is the easiest difficulty, which you pretty much have unlimited life. You'll just keep respawning. And then you got big kid, which is like the super hard mode. And this is like no baby swaps at all. So we're going to just start normal difficulty here. And you got different characters. Obviously, you got Tommy. He is kind of like your Mario of the game. His jump is average, and his lift is a little slightly above average. You got Chucky, who is kind of like the Luigi of the game. He's got a really, really high jump, but his lifting isn't very fast. You got Phil, who's kind of like your Toad of the game, who is, really strong and can lift a lot, but the jumping is horrible. And then you got Lil, which I think Lil is probably, honestly, the best character in this game. Her jumping is like above average, like pretty good, and her lifting is kind of normal. So I think for some reason they chose to make Lil probably one of the best characters in the game. But we are going to use Tommy because if you grew up watching Rugrats, Tommy's like a favorite, even though I personally love Chucky. So we'll use Tommy just for nostalgia. Just like an episode is starting. How cool is that? So here's Tommy. He needs to get the screwdriver because, Tommy Pickles always has to break out of his playpen here. Now here's the controls. The A button jumps, and the B button will pick up, items. You can do a butt stomp by jumping and pressing down. And like I said, you can pick up enemies, and you can throw them at other stuff. This cookie is kind of like an extra life. And if you notice on the top left, there is a bottle for your health bar. Can't get by Grandpa here. Boom, now we can. And there we go. We got all 4 tokens, and that has been kind of like the introduction level of the game to kind of teach you how to play the basics. We will play one more level just so you guys can get a feel for the game. There is a cutscene here. It's very, very simple storyline. I'm not going to go through the entire thing. There is no voice acting, which is kind of a letdown. But basically, there's like a Reptar video game that's coming out, and the babies are super excited about it. And Tommy comes up with this master plan to go around and find a bunch of Reptar coins so they can actually purchase the video game. Pretty basic. There's not much to the story. It's all in the gameplay. And if you love Rugrats and you love platformers, this is kind of like a must-buy in my opinion. It's really cute. It's really fun. And it actually has a lot of difficulty in this game, honestly. I'm not going to go through too many levels. We are going to just go through one. Let's see. So we've done the living room. We got all 4 coins. You have the bedroom level, the attic, the backyard. You got the sandbox, and you have the kitchen. And as you can see, the thumbnails of these levels are your bosses. You guys all remember that big baby in one of the episodes? That's really cool how that's a boss. So what I'm going to do is just go to the backyard. And we're going to choose Tommy again. And I'll show you how you can like switch on the fly between the babies. tumble in the jungle. So you can switch to the baby by pressing the start button, and like say you want to play as Chucky, now you can jump a little higher. See how he has like a little kick, kind of like, you know, Luigi. And then you can switch, and now you got Phil, who's really strong. You got Lil, who kind of like Princess Peach. I just noticed if you hold in the A button, her dress actually lets you float a little bit. So she's almost like the Peach of you know, of the game. So that's pretty cool. Let's go back to Tommy. And all these levels are based on imagination. So like right now you got Tommy's dad cooking a barbecue, and just like the babies do in all of the episodes, they use their imagination to go on adventures. So right now we're gonna go in a tree, and this is happening in Tommy's, like, you know, imagination. He's like, you know, the music's changing. This is kind of like you know, in his imagination, this is what his backyard is like. Even though obviously his backyard's probably nothing like this, but that's just how their imagination works in all the episodes. If you watched Rugrats, you know what I'm talking about. But it's kind of cool how you can play through their imagination. And the colors are very vibrant. The music is awesome. It's just a really fun game. I really have been enjoying it. This cookie is an extra life. And you'll find yourself in certain situations where like the enemies will hurt you quite a bit. And the game actually has quite a bit of challenge the later as you go through the game. And especially if you put it on like super difficulty, there's a bit of a challenge here. I know this looks like a pretty simple, fun game, but it does get a little challenging. And as you notice, like that didn't kill him, but if you press down as you jump, it will do a butt stomp, and you can actually kill enemies more efficient that way. Sometimes that's the only way you can kill an enemy, like this guy right here. You have to do a butt stomp. And now to progress, you gotta pick up these blocks. You kind of like make a platform for yourself here. There we go. Wanted to kill that thing. So leave a comment below, guys. What do you guys think of this game so far? I think if you love Rugrats, it's a no-brainer. I got this game for half off. There was a sale on the eShop. So I think this game's originally, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's like 30 or 40 bucks, but I got this game for like 15, and I couldn't pass it up. I don't know if that sale is still going on right now on the eShop, but I could not pass it up at all. Okay, I just noticed if you just press down, you'll drop the block, so that's helpful, so you don't have to throw it and overthrow. Put that right there. Bam, there we go. Digging the music though, and every level has different music. And I believe there's 4 coins in every stage, and you're going to want to collect them all. Oh, there's our key. And there we go. So now I think this is the boss fight, and they always give you a cookie in case you die here. That way you have an extra life. But this is one of the boss fights. Man, the music, I love it. It's like heavy metal almost. Got it. So that boss fight wasn't too bad. It wasn't too hard. But as you can see, we're missing 2 tokens. So there's 2 coins. There's other parts of the level you can explore to get more tokens. And so then you can take those tokens and go back to the living room and deposit them at that machine to try to open up the Reptar door. It's all about trying to get that Reptar video game. So you can go back here, deposit the coins that you've received. As you can see, we still need 15 more coins. And that's pretty much the basics of this game. As you can see, there's different ones you can go to. There's the attic, you got the bedroom, you got a bunch of different stages. Looks like there's 6 in total to open up that door. And then you got to see what's behind the door. I'm not going to show you in this video today. It was just to show you this new Rugrat game on the Nintendo Switch. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment below, leave a like. If you're a big fan of the Rugrats, I highly recommend you pick up this game. Right now, it's pretty cheap on the eShop. Can't recommend it enough. Pretty much all for right now, guys, and as always, there'll be more to come shortly. Thanks again, guys.